What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Base Damage. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm going to be taking a look again at some Lycoris Recoil, and this particular one is going to be for the trial deck. I already taken a look at the booster set. Please go watch that video if you want, but for the most part, we're just going to dive into the trial deck today. I know there was some trial deck cards that affected, like there was a level 3 Takina. I'm recording this like immediately afterwards. I don't remember the exact numbers. I actually do want to check real quick. There was a level 3 Takina that part of the condition required, okay, that Chisato 0/0 is the first card that we were going to talk about right there. So for that Takina's effect, you do have to have this like involved, like in your wait, did it say? Sorry, I need to bounce back again. Fucking hell. Oh, no, I went past it again. In your level. I was about to say in your memory. Then I saw there was like no effects to send it to memory. I was like, wait, how are we going to do this? This particular Chisato has to be in your level for that one. I really like when there's overlap between cards in the booster set and cards in the trial deck. It's really cool. But let's get right into it. We have a 0/0/15. At the start of your opponent's attack phase, you can move to a empty front row slot, so a free runner. When this is sent from stage to waiting room, you can pay 1, put the top card of your deck into your clock. If you do, you get to salvage back a Lycoris character from waiting room to hand. We have a Mizuki. It's a 0/0/2K. When this is placed on stage from your hand or sent from stage to waiting room, so on play and or on death, pay 1, pitch 1, search your deck for a Lycoris, which is very similar to the Mio from Hololive. There's a level 0 double rare Mio. It does the same thing. I've had to become very acquainted with that this past week. The week that I'm recording this. Then we have a 0/0/25 Mizuki. When this is placed on stage from your hand, you can discard a climax and then send one of your other characters on stage to the waiting room. If you do, you get to salvage back any climax from your waiting room and add it to hand. So it is a climax swapper, but it involves sacking another character instead of like paying stock or whatever, which could be very beneficial. Like that could be very interesting. There was a climax swapper in the booster set, so it's not like this is the only one. So, but it's still really cool. All right, so the level 1 climax combo, which I like that the triple rares have alternate arts. I really like seeing that instead of like them just being lazy, like zoomed out a little bit. So very nice to see all the alternate arts from the triple rares and like the overframe rares. So we have a 1/0/45. When a climax is placed in your climax area, choose one of your Lycoris and it gains 1500 power. You can give it to itself or you can give it to someone else. Like say if this swings to like an open lane, you can give it to something else that's having to fight something. That's cool. When the door is placed in your climax area, if this is in your front row and you have 4 or less stock, choose one Lycoris in your waiting room and add it to your hand. So it's on play of the climax instead of like on attack or whatever. And you have 4 or less stock. So, okay, that's also a little more understandable. So you don't have to worry about it being on attack. Like you can be like right at like 3 or 4 stock and then still get like 3 salvages back off of like if you try field this. So that is really cool. We have a 1/1 2500 backup, but it's a pay 1, send this to your memory for the cost. Very interesting. A 1/1 6K Chisato that has 2 soul. Interesting. Also, just that smile. Adorable. Until she's shooting you in the face, at which point it's scary as fuck. We have a... I know this is a misprint because it says 1000 right there, but it's for each of your other Lycoris, this gets 100 power. It's 1000, I know. I can see the 1000 right here on the text. But it's a 2/2 6K, 2 soul, character encore, and with a full field, this is a 10K. So this is a very interesting standby target just right in the trial deck. That's kind of cool. So 3/2 10K, Chisato. When this is placed on stage from hand, reveal the top card of your deck if it's a Lycoris or an event. You can deal 1 damage to your opponent. Very nice that you can use the events. Auto. On attack, send a 1/1 event, which I think is, yes, this one right here, from your memory to your waiting room. And if you do, choose 1 card in your opponent's waiting room, place it on top of their deck. Okay. The event is, if you don't have a Lycoris, it can't be played. Search your deck for any 1 climax, kind of like the Secret Society Holix event. From your deck, add it to hand, shuffle your deck afterwards, and then you send this to memory. Okay. So you can either set up for the Chisato here, and I'm assuming there's like another, like probably a level 3 Takina or something has a combo. Which that is the salvage one. Just casual Yuri, we approve. 00500 Takina, when your other Lycoris is sent from stage to waiting room, you can sack this to bring that character back rested. And it's also a typical trial deck brainstormer. Pay 1, rest this, mill 5 for each, draw 1. Okay. All of your other 1/1 Chisatos, which was this one that has the 2 soul right here. It says get 1500 power and character encore, and it bonds to that same Chisato. So it goes from a 1/1 6k to a 1/1 7/5 character encore and 2 soul. Okay, it's still very nice. Like, it's not the worst in the world. I've seen way worse. The 0025 Kurumi. If you have 2 or less stock, gains 15. Placed on stage from hand, it gets a buff. And it also is a level 2 Slayer, so it can actually get fairly big, and then still, when it attacks a level 2, it gains 6k. So I don't like that the SP is a hot stamp. I noticed that earlier with the Takina as well. I'd rather have like actual SPs, because especially, it's not an issue with copyright stuff. Sorry, let me go back to this. The SSPs have a signature. Maybe we won't get it in English. I don't fucking know. I just would prefer to pull like SPs than as opposed to hot stamps. I don't know. Am I the only one who's like that? Comment down below if you also prefer your SPs with actual signatures instead of hot stamps. It still looks cool, but meh. So 2/135. Let's see. Level assist and look at the top card of your deck. Put on top or bottom of your deck. Okay. 2/145 on attack. It gains X time. It gains X times the number of your opponent's characters, or number of your opponent's characters times 2k. So a full field would be 10,000? Right? Yeah, 5 times 2k is 10k. So this can become a 14/5. Okay, she get big. We have a 3/2 Takina and Chisato that also has a climax combo. 3/2 10k on play. You can pitch 1, heal the top card of your clock to your stock. Okay, so I do like that. When this attacks, if you hit the pants trigger, pay 2. If you do, deal 2 damage to your opponent. So the fact that it heals from clock to stock is always good. 3/2 10k. When this is placed on stage from hand, look at up to X cards from the top of your deck. Use up to 1 card amongst them, add it to your hand, send the rest to your waiting room. X is equal to the number of your Lycoris. And when this attacks, you can discard 2 cards. If you do, deal 1 damage to your opponent. Okay, so a little bit extra burn. Really nice. Pants, and that is going to be it. So actually record time for me going through a fucking trial deck. So okay, so I guess to expand upon it a little bit, it's not like I need to reach the 10-minute mark by any means of the imagination. I really don't care. So in the booster set, I did want to say this. In the booster set, they had a lot of like the overframe rares that had alternate arts and the SPs and stuff, well, SSPs as well. It's kind of a mix, because you do have some triple rares and SRs in here that some are just like, yeah, okay, the mouth is closed. That's not much different. You do have some that are actual alternate arts, and then you have some that are just zoomed out with a hot stamp. So like this is just zoomed out right here. This are like little background differences for the triple rare. Whereas this Takina right here, if you get the triple rare, it's a completely different art. So it's like pick one or the other. I will say, like, the booster set did very well with like the overframe rares, but for the trial deck, it's like pick one or the other, please. Like, what the fuck? I do want to go back and rewatch this show, most definitely. But yeah, no, I will definitely be picking up the trial deck when it comes out. We'll definitely be picking it up. I don't think it's like the craziest like trial deck combos or anything, but I'd like to see if I could make something out of it. There was a lot of stuff in the booster set, like I said, that had very interesting effects and stuff that I do feel could be kind of fun to play around with, if nothing else, at least fun for beginners, most definitely. But yeah, no, that is going to be it for this video. Thank y'all very much for watching. I'm super excited whenever Lycoris Recoil does come out. Like I said, there were some interesting cards in the booster set I do want to check out. But with that, please like and subscribe if you would like. If not, hey, thanks for stopping by to check out the video, and we'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace out for now.